Hello, folks. Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions, Day 2 at the University of Detroit Mercy's Basketball Skills Camp. Coach Mike Davis is putting on a 3-day camp that's capping off a great summer. But before we talk about Coach Mike Davis, I want to bring you to one of the right hands of Coach Mike Davis, Coach Tracy Dildy here, a true historian, fan of the game, and all things positive. He's definitely a good guy. So I have him here with us right now. Sorry, did I move your paper?
No, we're good.
Tracy, how are you?
I'm great, man. Another day's journey, and I'm just glad to be in it.
Yeah, you in it?
Yeah, so I was on the wake-up list. I had no complaints, brother.
You got that call this morning, so you're good, right? Yes, that's good. We're here. We've had a great time getting to know each other over time. You definitely seem to be one that in your coaching travels, you really get to know the communities that you're in. So tell me, what brought you by this way to be here at the University of Detroit with Coach Mike Davis, and what have you seen so far once you got here to Detroit?
Well, I'm from Chicago, which is right down the road.
That's right.
And so I didn't have to travel far. Prior to coming here, I was the head coach of Chicago State for the past 8 years.
That's right.
And before that, I was an assistant with Mike Davis over at University of Alabama, Birmingham. But Mike has been one of my closest friends for over the last 20-plus years.
Oh, wow.
When we were both back assistants, he was assistant in Indiana, and we'd always find time to just kind of talk and share stories and share events. And I tell everybody, Mike got the head job in Indiana, and I was still an assistant coach, and at the time I think I was assistant coach at DePaul at the time. And just it was a show that Roy Firestone used to do, one-on-one. And one of the times they was interviewing Mike Davis after his run to the national championship game as the head coach at the University of Indiana. Right. And he clearly, man, just gave me a shout out that wasn't being expected. That was a national television show. And he said, hey, I just got the opportunity to do this. There's a whole bunch of assistant coaches like Tracy Dildy over at DePaul that, give them the chance, they could do the same thing. Right. And so he's always been a person that was always trying to help the next person. Sure. And so, man, just his spirit and his true love for others, and then just his knowledge of the game. Sure. And I tell everybody, when you talk about coaching and offensively, man, there's none better. He's an offensive genius when you talk about just coaching basketball. Right. And I haven't seen no one with a passion like his. Head coach is in the gym every day. He's in the gym. That's where you can find him at. Yes, and he truly believes in just developing. Right. And so, man, I've been in the business 30 years, and to have the opportunity to actually coach in a city that I've done a lot of recruiting in, this city of Detroit, for every university I've been at, this has been a place that I've actually made my way. And just, man, when you talk about some of the old coaches that I just have to pay homage to. Please do. About Perry Watson, you talk about Ghost, man, you talk about Kelser, man, and so just some of the old names of historian guys who just really kind of laid a lot of the groundwork. And when I was a young pup in the business, this city showed me a whole lot of love, man. I'm glad to hear that. Detroit is a warm place, and I think Coach Davis, as well as you being on the staff, coming back here is really important. What do you find yourself telling this generation of athletes, Coach? Because you talked about, some of the great people that we were with even yesterday. A.J. Wiley, who went on to play at Minnesota. You knew about him. You were involved in his recruiting process. You knew what was going on. What do you say to today's athlete who's trying to strive to be on a higher level? And do you see differences between those that you coach, or is it all the same? Well, I tell you, in the past, guys, back in the day, let's use that terminology, guys did a better job of selecting the right schools. Okay. We had the AJ situation. You had the AJ situation where he went to Minnesota, and a guy that broke our heart when we was over at Ball State University, and we really thought we had a great chance of getting him. And I just know if he would have came to our place, he would have probably been utilized a lot more. He would have been able to showcase just his versatility. Because at that time, you're talking about a long point guard.
Yeah, 6'5", and can handle the ball.
And we recruited, I recruited at that same time a kid that ended up being probably the best player that ever played Ball State and went on to hit a long-term career in the NBA in Bonzi Wells.
Bonzi Wells, that
so
deal.
that was our thing, putting those two together.
Wow.
I got a name that I got to mention to you, man, and rest his soul, that we had on campus, and then had some issues and we couldn't keep him, was Mo McCree.
Mo McCree, oh man.
Yes,
man.
So could imagine if you got Mo McCree, AJ, and Bonzi Wells.
That'd have been serious.
That would have been real.
They would have been on fire.
All on fire. And so, but this has just, man, really been a basketball Mecca. When you talk about back in the day, basketball Mecca, and I'm talking about over Chicago, which is my hometown, which I take a lot of pride in. But when you talk about just a basketball Mecca, and then just the love like this city has.
Yeah.
I love this place.
And you notice that coming from another major big city.
Yes.
You can see that. Can you describe what that's like as someone who's not from here, knowing you're going to be involved with Detroit, or even when you got the call to come here, what did that feel like?
Well, I was real familiar with the city,
right.
And I had a lot of relationships in the city. When you talk about AAU coaches like Rodney Hurd,
Coach Hurd, yeah,
and Vince Baldwin, and all my guys. And so I had great relationships that we built over the last 30 years. Like I said, I've been in 30 years, and then some of the greats that have played here. Where you talk about just the John Long, and I was fortunate. I played for a great legend from Detroit, Smokey Gaines. I played for him at San Diego State.
Oh, wow.
And so, man, it was just kind of almost like a full circle thing. Sure. But just the love and how the support, man, this city gives for its young people. And I just have I'm just so appreciative of seeing people really giving back. And, Derek Coleman, man,
DC.
The first time I actually met him, we used to battle in camps at BC Camp, him, Steve Smith, and those guys, and just when he came and we kind of reconnect, man, just the love and the passion he had for the younger guys coming up, and how he came in our practice and just sat with a few of our guys after practice and just kind of encouraged. And this is Derek Coleman,
Derek Coleman, right?
Hall of Fame, a few legend. Sure. And so just to see things like that, man, with what is going on with the city. I'm at a high school game, and just to see Willie Mitchell coaching at the high school.
Willie's over at
AJ is doing.
AJ and work with Next Level Basketball Academy.
Just to see these guys come back and how they're just now, they ain't making a whole bunch of money doing what they're doing.
No.
It's just, man, they passion for this city and just the great things that they want to see the city get back to. And this city is growing, and it's growing fast. And it's, I think it's surpassing some cities.
Yeah, I really appreciate hearing that. But I think when you're in it, sometimes you can forget or not really think about it. But someone who's been a lot of places, come from an authentic place in Chicago, we can't sleep on Chicago, and to see that. So going forward, what can somebody expect if they get the opportunity to be part of the University of Detroit Mercy basketball program?
Well, the first thing it's going to be really a true family.
Okay.
And what I mean by that, let's just real family. Every day is not going to be peachy cream.
True.
We're going to have some days that some things going to probably be said to you that at that moment you're not going to like.
Right.
But
it could be PG-13, but you're not going to like the truth behind it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And everything is coming from love. And that's why I say the family dynamics. There's been a lot of things my mother said to me that I didn't like.
Right.
But it was from love, and it made me into the person that I am today. And so that's what you're going to get is a true family dynamic, family atmosphere.
Sure.
And
family
development, man. We really, Coach, man, he hangs his hat on really developing. And a lot of times now you're not seeing the development.
Right.
You see the quick fix, the one and done, guys coming in, guys try, like they say, this is the microwave culture.
Sure.
But coach is going to, come here, you're going to develop. You're going to see, you're going to get better. Of course, you got to put in the work.
Right.
But if you put in the work, this is going to be a place that you're going to really see your talents and your ability to go from one level to the next level. And that's really, as a basketball player growing up, that's all you wanted to do. You wanted to improve, and get better. And that's what this program is going to be, like the city, man, a hard-working city.
There you go.
Blue collar city. That's what our program is.
No, I sense that, and you definitely can't say, Coach, I was in the gym. You just didn't see me. Like, no, because I'm here. We're here all the time. Well, we're here talking to Coach Tracy Dildy with University of Detroit Mercy. We're in our second day of the shooting camp. You're going to have an elite camp coming up, right?
Elite camp, team camp.
And the team camp, too.
Yeah.
The team camp's getting a lot of attention lately,
Attention. And that's going to be great for us. It's just we have partnership with the officials in the Detroit area where they're going to have a referees camp going on.
Oh, really? Oh, that's great.
Which is going to be huge.
That's great. Okay.
And for us to get all those teams from this area to play right here, and we get a chance to look at them, build relationship with the coaches, the young men and young student athletes get to see Coach Davis and see the rest of our coaching staff around.
Sure.
I think it's going to be, we're excited about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a recruiting weekend, but I'm not going recruiting because I'm going to be right
Why go recruit when you got people who are showing interest coming right here, and you can show them and tell them?
Yeah, my pastor said, that was one of the things my pastor used to say. He said, don't have company and not be at home.
Don't have company, not be at home.
Yes.
You know, that could go a lot of ways. But that means be present and be there for what you got, not always looking over your shoulder to see what the next thing is.
Yes.
Because you hear players who say, y'all didn't recruit me.
Yes.
And I was right there, or, I was showing up every time, so that's something to see. Well, that's good news. We got some great things happening at University of Detroit. My new best friend, Coach Tracy Dildy, right here, keeping it together.
Yeah.
So we're going to sign off. This is Lindsey Huddleston with Sports Psychology Solutions. Thank you guys for checking in, and keep watching UD Mercy. All right, Coach, I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. God bless, bro.
Thank you.